Well, hello there, friends. I am in one of my favorite places, my art studio, and I am right in front of my art journal, which is basically a Strathmore visual journal for anyone who wants to know. I have been working on a 2-page spread for many months. Yes, sometimes they don't take as long, but been working on chipping away at it, if you will, for quite some time. If you want to watch I have another video where I talk about a fabric cutting tool that I was using and comparing the two. So I'll link that here. The reason why I brought that up is because when I started this art journal spread, I had this idea for a design with fabric. And so I worked that out first, and I cut out the pieces using fabric cutting tools. But since then, I kind of took everything off, and I have been spending some time layering multiple layers of collage papers from my I've got little composition notebook where I take little notes from my night dreams, and I've been tearing pages from that, and I've been putting them down layer upon layer upon layer, gessoing in between. And then I also added a different kind of paper in big chunks on the layer, and I gessoed it, but I plan to do another layer of gesso, and gesso happens to be one of my go-to tools for art journaling because gesso gives the page some tooth. It's a primer for the paper. So that is what I'm going to be applying. And then this is one of my tools of the trade as well. I got this, a 5-pack of palette knives in my Walmart, local Walmart store, and really cheap. I have been using this palette knife for gesso, to apply gesso to my art journal pages for years. Works well for me. So I thought I would share that with you. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera so you can see how I'm applying the gesso to the page in case you're interested in seeing my process. So let's get to it. Okay, so we have our jar of gesso, which is not especially super clean because I've been dipping a dirty palette knife in there. I absolutely love the texture that gesso creates. Not only the texture, but it creates coverage somewhat in different places. And of course you can, lift it off with a paper towel if you want to, but I generally I'm just very organic with the whole process. Yep. So the point is, I really love the layers. Absolutely love the layering that's taking place here between the collage pieces that I tore from the little notebook, as well as these tan colored pieces that I just decided to throw on there for interest and texture. Kind of add some variety to the layers. Okay, I think that is good coverage. Well, I hope you had some fun watching me apply gesso to my layer, another layer. Now, when I am done, when this dries, when the gesso dries, and I'm not saying it's going to be today, but when I come back to it, whenever I decide to do that, I have intentions of using one of my favorite stamps. Let me see if I can find where the stamp is in here. I've got alpha stamps in here, but that's not the one that I'm looking for. Oh, here it is. I found it. Yes. This is what I was looking for. It's one of my favorite stamps, and it's kind of a mix of alphabet in rose. And when I stamp it down on the surface, it looks very random, it looks very organic, and I'm loving that. So that's going to be my next step. Well, you guys have yourself a delightful day, and remember that gentle is magic.